Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today I'm in Ostende at the Green Man, a whiskey bar that also serves sherries and teas, but of course their emphasis is on whiskey, obviously. Whiskey from all over the world, and today I would like to talk to you about some Irish whiskey. Now, as most of you know, Irish whiskey is usually triple distilled and rather soft and very accessible. There is, however, an exception, and that is Connemara. Connemara is in fact not triple distilled, but is only double distilled, and moreover, it is a peated whiskey. Connemara has quite a range, but I would like to talk to you about the Turf Mor. Now, before we go into the whiskey, I should tell you that Cooley, which is the distillery that owns the Connemara brand, Cooley also has the Green Or, single grain whiskey, the Kilbeggan, the Tyrconnell, and a couple of other brands. This is their odd one out, as it is double distilled and peated. And Cooley was an independent distillery founded by Jack Teeling in 1987, but in 2012 it was bought by Beam, the big drinks consortium from the USA. So it's no longer independent, it is now American owned. Well, that's not entirely true, because last year Suntory, the Japanese drinks consortium, bought Beam Incorporated. So now Suntory, who already own Glengarry, Bowmore, and of course my beloved Auchentoshan, aside from all the Japanese brands of course, they now also own Cooley, and have therefore the Connemara. Alright, so Connemara is normally a whiskey that is peated to 20 ppm, which is mildly peated, but for the Turf Mor, this one has 58 ppm, so this is heavily peated, hence the name, because Turf Mor is Gaelic for big peat. How did it come about? Well, rumour has it, or maybe this is marketing words, but rumour has it that it came about by accident. Cooley apparently had some difficulty obtaining mildly peated barley. So what they did was, they took heavily peated barley and mixed it with unpeated barley to create their mildly peated barley. But due to human error, they made a mistake and they mixed heavily peated barley with heavily peated barley, resulting in the Turf Mor. So it is a very young whiskey. It's only about 3 years old, a little over 3 years, and it is bottled at a cask strength of 58.2% ABV. We should have kept water handy, but I like my whiskey neat, even at cask strength. Alright, it has this very light straw colour, and it comes down the glass rather quickly, revealing a medium to even light body on the nose. Well, I immediately get some soft citrus, but there's also this toffee sweetness. And a big peatiness, like I said. I get some earth, some moss, like a bog, you know, a swamp. There's even a touch of rubber in there, but not the annoying kind of rubber. And then I also get some lemon peels. Truth be told, this is quite an interesting and quite a delicate nose. And I like it a lot. On the palate then. It's a big fella. 58.2% ABV. Wow. It hits the taste bud with a spicy bite, a peppery bite in there, and then the citrus kicks in. It's quite a nice continuation of the nose. There is this citrus versus the peat. And it's not the Isla peat. It's not medicinal or something like that. It's just clearly a different kind of peatiness. This Connemara is big, but it remains very sweet. The peatiness is there, obviously, but it's the sweetness of the citrus, the lemon peels that predominate here. On the finish then. The finish is very long. It remains sweet. The pepper is there still in the back. It is smoky, but like I said, not as you would expect from an Islay whiskey. This is obviously not an Islay whiskey, this is an Irish smoky whiskey. But it's a very long finish, very satisfying, I should say. I have to say, I'm very impressed with the Connemara Turf Mor. It appeared for the first time in December 2010, and only 20,000 bottles were available. But having said that, you can still find it left and right. If you know where to look, you will be able to pick up this Connemara Turf Mor. Before I go, I just wanted to say a big thank you to my friends Mireille and Michiel, the proprietors of the Green Man, the Whiskey Bar of the Year according to the Belgian Whisky Awards of 2014. I just wanted to say thank you for inviting me over to tape this Whiskey Rambling here in their wonderful whiskey bar. If ever you're in Ostende, be sure to check it out. It's well worth your while. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling. I hope to see you again at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the Lord be with you.